Hello, everyone. I'm Vision, whatever the hell you want to call me. Let me get situated here before I start talking. Let me get situated here before I start talking to you. All right, you gotta give me a second. All right, you're not giving me a second. All right, you're not giving me a second. All right, now I have a second. Hello, everyone. I'm Vision, and I just wanted to make a quick video. Wait, my God. My microphone's all the way over here. You can't hear me well, can you? No, you can't. This is how unprepared I am because it's 8:17 in the morning and I need to talk about this. The White House put out this by the way, first off, before I get into all of it, I have to find it actually so hilarious how Donald Trump uploads things on Truth Social, takes a screenshot of it, and then posts it on Twitter as a picture. Because you I just you can just imagine Donald Trump's phone is just filled to the brim. There's an entire album of just un undeleted screenshots of Truth Social of all of his posts since like whenever he was banned off of Twitter the first time. Anyways, let's lock in. Let's lock in and I can talk about this and I can lock in. So Charlie Kirk got shot and he got killed. All right, he got shot in Utah and died. Everyone knows this. It happened what 8 days ago now, just over a week now. And I saw this headline on X or Twitter, whatever you'd like to call it, and I have to say that this is complete bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna comment on the whole Charlie Kirk assassination thing because that's a huge topic. The entire internet is exploding over Charlie Kirk's assassination. I'm not here to talk about that. Obviously, that whatever. What I'm here to talk about is whatever this is, because of all the political things you could talk about with Charlie Kirk and like all the movements that are going on with it, the like protests going on or the vigils and stuff like that. Of course, you could talk about all that, but this one just legitimately has no connection to Charlie Kirk whatsoever. Charlie Kirk in the afterlife right now is going like, I didn't even connect this. Like, look at this. Trump labels Antifa terrorist group after Charlie Kirk assassination. All right. So the shooter had a bunch of like stuff. They had a Helldivers reference on the bullet casing. It was a 500 kilogram bomb that he was dropping on Charlie Kirk. The up, right, down, down, down. That's a Helldivers reference. And obviously the guy is completely out of his mind, bonkers, crazy, and they're trying to find any connection for to him to the left, like his roommate, or boyfriend or girlfriend is trans or something like that, and who knows. I thought I heard something like the actual roommate's Twitter account, the bio now says not transgender, just to get conservatives off their tail. Um, I'm again, huge situation, ongoing situation. I don't want any part of it. I'm here to talk about this Antifa thing because Trump labels Antifa terrorist group after Charlie Kirk. I want to separate Charlie Kirk's assassination and designating Antifa into two different things here because I don't believe Charlie Kirk was killed by a member of Antifa. All right, even though the person may have been anti-fascist because one of the bullets said, "Hey, fascists, catch this," referring to the bullet. Now, I think it is still a popular opinion in the United States to be anti-fascist, right? Not many people like fascism, especially here in America. All right, we fought a war over that. Our men, our grandfathers and great grandfathers died for that. And we're pretty proud of killing Nazis here in America. Now, um, this what Antifa is, literally spelled out Antifa, is anti-fascist. All right, that's what it means. All right, so he's designating anyone, and let me be clear on this. I don't believe there's a designated group called Antifa. You know how like there is the Proud Boys, there is turning turning point. There is what is it called? Patriot Front. There is stuff like that. All right. There are left and right wing groups that are designated actual things. All right. Antifa is more of a like idea that is floated around, and like you go out as a leftist to a protest or to harass a right-leaning person, and they'll designate you as Antifa if you're not obviously displaying yourself as something else other than that, and you're usually wearing all black, and Antifa usually wears all black. All right, so, and it is reasonable to assume that if you're a leftist or a leftist protester that you are anti-fascist, so it is a good term to use to designate them. But there, for as much as I know, there's not like an organized national Antifa movement. However, Donald Trump is designating Antifa as a terrorist group, and he's basically saying, "Oh, they're a disaster organization, and those funding Antifa, blah 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 blah." You know, of course, over and over again, everyone's gonna be talking about it forever. All right, whatever. Here's the thing, though. I don't know how far this will go because I think everyone who leans left and goes farther designates themselves as anti-fascist because that's like the default political position. That's the default human position. Is you're not born with hate. You're not born thinking, "Oh, I hate every race besides mine." You're not born with that ideology. You get molded into that ideology. I've seen it happen to people. And so you're basically born as Antifa. So I don't know how you could go farther with this cuz I could see it being used in a lot of situations where like leftist protests in general could get shut down because you could a guy could go around and ask, "Are you anti-fascist? Are you anti-fascist? Are you a part of Antifa? Are you anti-fascist?" Because being anti-fascist and being Antifa to a lot of people mean the exact same thing, and because there's not a wide net of people in a group called Antifa, designating yourself as an anti-fascist could also mean now you're implicated in a terrorist group and being designated as a domestic terrorist. So, frankly, I could see how this designation of a terrorist group could envelop a lot of people into saying that you're Antifa because you are anti-fascist. And well, stuff like me, I'm anti-fascist. I hate all fascists. I don't like fascism at all. I don't like Nazis. I don't know if this is a hot take in America now, but I don't like Nazis. I don't like Hitler. I don't like those guys. I don't think those guys were good. I don't think they were nice guys. I don't think that they were stand up individuals. I don't think they were anything like that. I think we went over there and fought a war and sent 44 million Americans over there for a reason. That's why we teamed up with the Soviet Union. All right, you know how bad it is that the most capitalist country on the planet has to team up with the communist planet? The communist planet? The most communist country on the planet? Pretty bad. The situation has to be pretty fucking bad. Because immediately after, we were already thinking to fight them again. But hey, we both saw a bigger threat and went, yeah, that guy needs to fucking die. That country needs to go right now. All right. it was obvious that they were the bad guys. All right. So I don't know if it's a hot take to say that you're anti-fascist anymore here in America, or that you're Antifa if you're designating yourself as that. I'm not gonna say I am Antifa. I'm gonna say I am anti-fascist from now on. I'm not. I feel like I don't know if there's a difference there, but that is what it means. And I feel like in the future, during protests, if you say that you are anti fascist, it could end up meaning that you're implicating yourself in being part of Antifa. Anyways, that's my headline. That's my breaking news. That's my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and wait for the next video where I rant about something else. Goodbye.